Hey,
Hey.
Welcome back to Hollywood Handbook. We have a regular feature on this show that we really love to do, and I think the fans like it also, called the teaser freezer.
We reach into the teaser freezer and we grab the latest teaser.
Yeah, everyone loves movie teasers. And,
it's a nice cold treat to just nom scrum nom gobble down on, and we try to pick what is the hottest, biggest movie that's going to make the most money.
Yes.
And be the best.
Right, and which, when you've been in this industry as long as we have, you can sort of pick stuff out.
You can smell it.
Even at the teaser stage. That's what really makes or breaks.
You can smell it on a teaser when it's going to be one
Yes.
for the freezer.
And at the time of this recording, this movie has not come out yet, but I think it will have been released and successful and all that by the time you actually hear it. It's a movie called Don John.
Very under the radar.
Yeah.
Hasn't really been getting any mainstream promotion because it is an independent film.
Yes.
Which we really enjoy when artists are allowed to make their own vision.
Yes. Starring sort of underground, like Gordon Joseph Levitt, Scarlett Johansson, Tony Dancer.
Tony Dancer and Julianne Moore.
Julianne Moore. And these are people that if you saw them, you would say, "Oh, like I remember that person."
Oh, they're from like whatever
yeah.
cell phone commercial,
Right.
or
and
maybe they played Chandler's boss or something once.
For people who don't know, like if we ever get to inside that, see, this is like a big risk for us if we start using terminology that we know, but people outside the business maybe don't know. A teaser is like a sort of an advertisement for a movie that plays before the movie.
Before a movie comes out, and
Yeah.
if you get to the movies early, like we try to do, they'll show
because
you some of
people
these.
worked hard on
They'll
this
show you
stuff.
some of these.
This is what
It's promoting the movie and showing you just pieces of it.
Right.
So we're not playing you a movie,
right.
but it is pieces of a movie.
Right. And if you're listening to a podcast like this, trying to figure out tips for how you can go to the movies, this sort of gives you something to expect. If you figure out a way to go to the movies, you can see a bunch of teasers before the movie. Don't leave after the teasers, because that's when the movie starts.
Because there's a movie after the teasers, but they'll show you 3 or 4 teasers in the theater, and it's not your movie yet. And you can, and if you do want to start going to the movies, this podcast is a great place to start. And just pick up your newspaper and see where's the theaters, and then you go and there's somebody there who will help you, and you can start enjoying these teasers and these movies and really feel in the know when you listen to this.
Okay, so let's open up the teaser freezer. We're gonna a frosty blast of air in your face, and here is the Don John teaser that we're gonna sort of pause intermittently and narrate as it goes. For when there's just text on the screen,
Yes.
we'll read it to you. Okay, here it is.
Are we recording? Regular Joe here. Ladies and gentlemen, I have written and directed a movie. It's called Don John, and it's coming out in the fall. We just put together our first trailer for it, so I'll shut up now and you can watch that. But I'll be back.
First of all, why before this has guys that are in movies not been at the beginning of the teaser saying, "Here it comes"?
Yeah, I mean, this has been a pet peeve of mine about teasers for a long time, is that when I'm going to watch a teaser for Toy Story or something that I don't have Chuck Spaceman, asking if I'm recording, and then when I see him going like, "Hey, you're going to see this teaser," because a lot of times, and I'm sure this has happened to our audience at home, if they've managed to go to a movie, is the teaser started and they've gone, "What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is going on in here? No one told me we were recording, and nobody told me who they are."
Yeah.
It's very scary.
Yes.
And one other thing I'd like to point out that's great is this guy who's talking to us, we're gonna see him in the movie playing a character. And so in order to differentiate, he doesn't just say, "Hey, I'm Gordon Joseph Levitt." He goes, I'm regular Joe.
Yeah.
This is just him hanging out.
Because before he says that, you forgot that he was your friend. You know, like just in case you didn't know that he was like a good friend of yours, he gives you that reminder in the
And he's going to be doing a very different voice, a very fake voice during the movie, but he also is doing a fake voice whenever he's talking. And so it's nice to clarify, this is my regular Joe voice, it's fake, and I'm going to be doing a fake weird accent in the movie part.
Yeah.
So here's the difference, you know?
Let's hear that. I want to hear that.
There's only a few things I really care about in life. My body, my pad, my ride, my family, my church, my boys, my girls, and my porn.
That is the same guy. I know we said
it's
that
the same guy speaking, and that's why he had to let you know.
That is the same guy. It sounds like two different guys, but it is the same guy.
And he was right to chuckle when he said I directed a movie.
Yes.
It's very funny.
It goes. I'll skip the part. It goes on. He just repeats those things.
He repeats that
for
those
a couple
things,
minutes,
and that I think is a mistake. He said this is the first trailer they cut, and I assume they took it out of the later ones that he says it over again
because he keeps saying
they accidentally looped it.
Body, pad, ride, family, church, boys, girl.
And now he's looking at Scarlett Johansson. He meets her at the bar. She's sexy. It says written and directed by
That's definitely her.
Gordon Joseph Levitt.
Oh, this girl's more than a dime, bro.
Oh my God, were you in love with this girl already?
Sure, I've seen this girl.
Oh my God, what's her name? What's her name?
Why'd you say yes to me?
I'm just gonna have to wait to find out.
See, that was a cool part where the mom saying what's her name, and then not saying it.
Yes.
Because it's sort of the voice of the audience at that point. Like, oh, what's that girl's name?
gotta know who she is.
Oh, now I gotta shell out whatever
Gotta
it is.
pay the bucks to find out the name.
$25 for a movie these days. It's outrageous.
It is outrageous. It pays the bills.
All right, I got time.
You're cute, I like you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Listen, you want to know the truth? You're the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life.
And I think that's a good time to remind everyone that Gordon Joseph Levitt also wrote this movie. So when you hear something like that,
A good
say,
exchange like that.
where does that come from?
That's him.
You like movies?
I don't watch too many movies. The pretty woman, the pretty man, and they drive off into the sunset. Everyone knows it's fake.
I love movies like that, you know?
Great. But they watch it like it's real life.
Baby,
What are you doing?
I was just reading emails.
No, you weren't.
She caught me watching porn.
That's it?
Right? Oh!
Now, a lot of people at the beginning of the teaser are listening to it and saying, where's that song? Where's the Good Vibrations by Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch? Like, isn't that supposed to be the song that's in?
And then they
He
do
does put it
reward
in.
you with it. And it's just it's one of many pieces of this trailer that is very timely.
Yes.
Because the Funky Bunks are right now coming back, blowing up again. And then also, if you notice, a lot of this is reminiscent of a very popular TV show that is huge right now, the Jersey Shore Mans.
Yeah.
And the Jersey Shore Mans all dress like this and they talk like this. And when he's doing my body, my clothes, that's kind of what those guys are like with their gym tan laundry stuff. And if you couldn't put it together, Ronnie shows up in the trailer and he just bonks you over the head. He goes, "Hey, you dummy, he's doing Jersey Shore, man, so you know you already like it."
There was also that in a lot of these movies and in the teasers, they'll have those exchanges that are sort of like you and your friends interact. It's supposed to replicate real life. And there was that great exchange where his friend goes, "So she caught you watching porn?" And
he
goes, "I know, right?" And the guy goes, "Oh!"
Yeah, well, he goes,
You know?
first he goes, "That's it?"
Yeah, he caught you watching porn, that's it? I
But
know,
then-
right? Oh!
Yeah, then
And you sort of wonder, what
What happened for him in between thinking it wasn't a big deal and thinking it was a big
suddenly,
deal?
because he said, I know, right? That's what really set him off.
Yeah, because he did understand
Agreeing
it at
with
first.
him that it wasn't that big a deal.
Yeah, he was like, oh, you actually took the attitude that it wasn't a big deal? Then now it is a big deal. I don't know. I'm going to have to shell out the $45 or whatever the F it costs to go see a movie these days. And, that's just that. Because I got to know her name, and I got to know why that guy changed his mind so fast.
Let's keep going.
She caught me watching porn.
That's it?
Right?
Oh!
How do you watch that?
How do you watch all the stupid movies that you watch?
Movies and porno are different, John. They give awards for movies.
They give awards for porn, too.
You drop the music when you do a funny teaser joke. That's another
That's just a trick of the teaser.
Yes.
So, there's only a few things I really care about in life. I don't know if I really want a wife and kids.
Oh,
Look what you did.
I look like a grandmother. But do I have any grandchildren?
If you want to lose yourself, you have to lose yourself in another person. It's a two-way thing.
That's Julianne Moore. It'll be interesting to find out who she is in the movie, because she's not the mom. She's an older lady who is friends with who's friends with Don John.
I think she's his analyst, which to see sort of a tough guy, sort of a tough Italian-y guy going to an analyst is something that we haven't really seen in TV or in movies.
I don't know if I could buy something like it would be very interesting if they were to show that, but the truth is that tough guys don't.
They don't go
They don't
to
need
something
that
like that
stuff.
because you have to tuck by your feelings there,
Right.
and they have their guard up.
So I'd be interested to see if they were brave enough to do something like that, but it would.
If they did it
I'd have to
responsibly,
say,
yeah.
prove it to me. You
Yeah.
know.
It's a friend.
And maybe it's time to try something new.
And this is, I'll just read you the review from Entertainment Weekly. It says, funny, touching, smart, and supremely confident.
Now that is something I don't think we say enough about movies, that it seems confident.
Yeah.
That while making the movie, whoever made it must have never second-guessed any choices they made. They must have gone, yes, this thick of an accent is appropriate. Yes, this song by the Funchy Bunks is appropriate. Yes, all this story and this friend changing his mind this fast is the right amount of time it should take. And I think that not enough people are confident enough to just never really take a second look and go, is this good? So
And here he is singing along. He's singing along to the Funchy Bunch, and then he pulls up alongside another car, and he stops singing, and then he starts again. And he said he was coming back, Gordon Joseph Levitt, so I hope he does.
Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
There
Thank
you
you very much. You're far too kind. Hey, you want to follow my YouTube channel? You can do that. You can also follow me on...
See, that is the same guy also, we should say. He's doing a third voice.
he's doing another new voice.
Yeah. But it is still the same guy.
Yeah, he's disappeared into this regular Joe character.
And that's why it's called acting.
Yes.
In the words of Lawrence Oliver, it's, that's why it's called
That's
acting.
why they call it
Kid.
That's why they call it doing acting, kid.
the Twitter, on the Facebook, on the Yahoo Tumblr. Or, if you're feeling creative, I run a collaborative production company called Hit Record. And we're about to start making all kinds of art revolving around the themes of this movie, Don John. So if you're a writer or a filmmaker or a musician or any kind of artist, come check out the site. And, I made a video about that collaboration to start it off, as I do on a regular basis, which is part of the reason why I'm called Regular Joe. Ask Rob Brown the other reason. Thanks again.
And we did ask Rob Brown, and he said it's because his Gordon Joseph Levitt's bowel movements are so consistently timed.
Yeah.
And I don't work blue. I'm not making a joke, but we did ask Rob Brown because we know him. And that's what he told us is the other reason. I don't know if he's having a joke on us.
Yeah. That was it's time to close the teaser freezer.
Close the teaser freezer and keep everything else
Sneak
fresh.
a munch on an otter pop. then okay, time to close it up. We'll be right back with our guest, Jack Johnson from The News Girl. We're very excited. He asked us if he could be our launch guest, and we
said no, and
we went back and forth a few times. And,
ultimately, give the kid a break.
we worked it out. We'll be right back on Hollywood Handbook.